What if you could own enough assets whose income is enough to cover all your expenses? Yes, you would not need to have a job. That's called financial freedom, which everyone wants. However, achieving it seems like a dream that can never be fulfilled. But what if I say you can achieve financial freedom within 5 years? Yes, within 5 years. You can structure a system where the assets that you own will bring enough income to cover all your expenses. This might seem unreal because often people spend their entire lives trying to achieve financial freedom, yet they fail. It's because they don't have a clear plan and strategy to follow. Above all, they are often not willing to make the severe sacrifices necessary during these 5 years. To be honest, achieving financial freedom within 5 years is only for the seriously committed individuals who are ready to make changes in their temporary lifestyle for a secure future. But what's that clear plan, the strategy, and the steps that you need to follow to achieve financial freedom within 5 years? Hello, I'm Manyara Kirago, and I have been a personal finance professional for the past 2 decades. In this video, I will explain how you can transform your financial life from being broke to financially independent in only 5 years. By the end of the video, you will have a clear plan to follow, starting from this very moment. If you need help to ensure that you get best outcomes with your finances, I'm available for your support. Please check out my Financial Freedom online course, my one-on-one financial freedom coaching, and the Eternity Real Estate program from the links in the description below. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe and share it with anybody you think may benefit from it. Also, please ring the bell icon to be notified each time I post a new video. So let's get started. Step 1 is to use assets you own and get rid of debts. Often, we believe we already know our financial condition, the assets we own and the debts we owe. However, the rough picture in our mind never helps us make a tangible plan we can follow for the next few years. Care is essential, especially when our entire financial future depends on how we calculate our assets and debts. Therefore, take a pen and paper and write down all the assets that you own, including any valuables you currently own that you are not using. There are literally tens of options, from plots and houses that are idle, electronics, furniture, and even that old car that you don't use anymore. You can sell these items and unlock the money stored in them. These valuables represent your blocked money, which can contribute significantly to acquiring assets for your financial freedom. But before that, they can help you cover your debts. If you have outstanding debts that can take years to get paid, achieving financial independence in 5 years can be difficult. Therefore, instead of relying on income, we are finding other sources of capital to repay these debts. The reason we cannot use our income to settle these debts is that your income will be used to save aggressively. But if you don't owe any debts, it will give you a leverage to channel additional capital towards acquiring assets. Step number 2, decide the quality and the quantity of the assets. We are trying to buy assets that will bring enough income to cover our expenses. Therefore, choosing the right asset class and determining the quantity of these assets necessary for financial independence is key. For many individuals, multi-unit rental properties offer an attractive investment opportunity due to their potential for consistent cash flow and appreciation over time. However, to decide how many units you should have in your apartment, you should calculate your present monthly expenses and determine the total amount needed annually to cover these expenses. This figure serves as a baseline target for generating passive income. After knowing this, you will then decide the potential price you can allocate to buy multi-unit rental property. You can thoroughly research local real estate market trends, property valuations, rental rates, vacancy rates, and rental demand. Prioritize properties with promising cash flow potential, ideally located in areas with strong rental demand and potential for property value appreciation. Once you have identified potential investment properties, analyze their financial viabilities by projecting the rental income they can generate. Estimate the combined monthly rental income from all the units in the property and deduct operational expenses such as property taxes, insurance, maintenance, and property management fees. The resulting net rental income should ideally surpass your monthly expenses to allow for unforeseen costs and vacancies. After assessing the rental income potential, determine the number of properties or units within the multi-unit rental property needed to cover your expenses and reach your financial independence objective. A genius technique is to set specific financial milestones for acquiring and managing multi-unit rental properties over a 5-year period. Calculate the total asset value you aim to accumulate within this time frame and divide it into attainable benchmarks. The value of these assets will be a figure that you need to achieve within the upcoming 5 years. That's the amount you will keep in mind to make a saving and investment strategy. Step number 3 is to save aggressively and consistently. If you decide you only have 5 years to achieve a figure enough to buy assets that can cover all your expenses, you need to utilize extreme saving strategies to easily gather the sum they need to buy these assets. Many FIRE, that is financial independence retire early enthusiasts, save up to 82% of their monthly income. Yes, that's quite a severe savings plan, but that's the only option unless you can find other capital or income sources. Depending on what other capital sources you can find, you can adjust the income percentage that you can save accordingly, that you should save accordingly. But in any case, you would have to adjust your lifestyle and how you spend money. At the core of extreme saving is the practice of living well below your means. This involves prioritizing necessities over luxuries and consciously cutting down on expenses. This means downsizing living spaces, opting for cheaper transportation, cooking meals at home instead of dining out, and reducing discretionary spending. You just have to pinch every penny from any expense that you can. However, if saving 82% of your income seems too much, you can go with a 10-year plan to achieve your financial freedom. And in that case, you'll need to save maybe 40% of your income. The key is to adjust the saving percentage by changing periods or sources of income. Step number 4, invest the sum to grow and make contributions every month. Let's say you saved a huge percentage of your income every month for the next year. Now, instead of continuing only saving, you need to invest these savings. Investing provides you with an opportunity to gradually grow your principal sum over time, leveraging the advantages of compound growth. However, keeping in mind that you would not invest in the asset class you chose above, which is a multi-unit rental property at this moment, instead, you are investing to have enough money to buy that property. Now, let's say you have invested the first year savings. What should you do next? Well, now you will continue to set aside a big percentage of the monthly income. However, rather than simply saving this money, you should direct it into a short-term investment. Through consistent contributions of the saved income into the investment, you can leverage the principle of dollar cost averaging. This strategy means investing a fixed amount of money regularly regardless of the market fluctuations. Dollar cost averaging helps smooth out the impact of market volatility and potentially lower average costs over time. As time passes, the investment has the opportunity to flourish through compounding of returns. By reinvesting dividends and interest earned, the growth trajectory of the portfolio is further propelled. The combination of disciplined savings and strategic investing can yield significant results by the end of the 5th year, which in your case will achieve the figure that you decided on. Step number 5, buy the asset. After 5 years, you will have capital in your investment, enough to buy the multi-unit property. You might think you calculated the figure 5 years ago and the property prices would have increased. Well, that's right, but so did the value of the assets that you own. At this point, you can simply sell the asset that you own and use the capital to buy the property. No brainstorming would be needed to decide how many units the property should have, what rental income should be, and so on. You already took care of that in the earlier steps. What you will do now is find the property, make your offer, and ensure a smooth acquisition process. After that, you would rent the units out and receive a steady monthly income every month that would cover your expenses. You would no longer need to save a big percentage of your income. In fact, you would have the option to quit your job if you want to, because at that point, you would be financially independent. Would you like to follow this strict strategy? Do you think you can diligently follow a roadmap for 5 years straight for a greater reward that will change your life forever? In the comments section below, share your thoughts on how much time one should give to achieving financial freedom. If you want to learn in more detail how you too can generate passive income through real estate investing so that you can finally gain financial freedom, then what you need to do is watch my free training. Click the link in the description below to get immediate access. If you loved this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for practical insights on financial freedom, personal finance, and financial literacy. Thank you for watching.